Imagine this. The world as we know it has ended. Can you picture it? Streets once bustling with life are now silent. Skyscrapers that touch the heavens lie in ruins. Civilization has fallen. Yet amidst the rubble and despair, a spark of resilience flickers. Adaptability becomes our greatest asset as we navigate this new world, learning to survive in the aftermath of the unthinkable. But remember, even in the face of adversity, the human spirit fights to survive. In the harshest of circumstances, what is it that keeps us going? Imagine yourself in a world where the unthinkable has become reality. You're amidst the rubble, the ruins of what once was, and yet there's a spark, a will to endure. This is not a test of physical might alone, but of the resilience of the human spirit. This resilience is the very essence of survival. It's the unyielding determination to rise with the dawn, even when the night is at its darkest. It's the grit to face the unknown, to adapt and overcome, to turn obstacles into stepping stones. Consider the stranded mountaineer, clinging to life amidst the icy peaks, the desert survivor, persisting through the scorching heat with an unquenchable will. These are not just tales of survival, but lessons in resilience. They remind us that survival is not just about knowing how to start a fire or find water, but about the power of the human spirit. Survival, it seems, is not just about physical strength, but also the power of the mind. So the world has ended. What next? Do we give up or do we rebuild? In the aftermath of an apocalypse, the survivors are left with a daunting task: crafting a new world from the ashes of the old. This is not a task for the faint-hearted, nor is it one that can be accomplished alone. It requires resilience, creativity, and above all, a strong sense of community. Survival, in its most basic form, is about meeting our essential needs. We need shelter to protect us from the elements, food and water to sustain us, and tools to aid us in our daily tasks. These are skills that our ancestors mastered thousands of years ago, and they are as relevant today in our post-apocalyptic world as they were then. Building a shelter is one of the first tasks we must undertake. It doesn't have to be an architectural masterpiece, just a safe, dry place to rest and take refuge from the weather. We must become proficient scavengers, repurposing materials from our surroundings to construct our homes. Next, we need to find a reliable source of food and water. This may involve hunting or foraging, or perhaps even cultivating our own crops. We must relearn the ancient art of tracking, of reading the signs nature leaves for us, to locate water sources and game trails. Creating tools is another vital survival skill. A sharp-edged rock can serve as a knife, a sturdy branch as a spear. We need to rediscover the ingenuity of our forebears, who turned the simplest objects into useful tools. But survival is not just about meeting our physical needs. We are social creatures, and we need each other to survive and thrive. We must build strong communities, where everyone contributes their skills and resources for the common good. Cooperation, not competition, is the key to our survival. In the face of the apocalypse, we must remember that it's not enough to just survive. We have the opportunity to create something new, something better. It's a daunting task, but with determination, resourcefulness, and a strong sense of community, we can craft a livable world from the ashes of the old. In the face of the apocalypse, we don't just survive, we thrive. But amidst all this, is there room for hope, you may ask? Oh yes, dear friends, even in the face of the unthinkable, hope persists. It is the wind that fills our sails when the world is nothing but a vast, uncharted ocean of uncertainty. In this post-apocalyptic world, hope is not just a mere concept, but a lifeline. It is the spark that can ignite the will to survive, the will to push forward when all odds seem stacked against us. It is the force that drives us to rise from the ashes of the old world and craft a new one. Hope is the undercurrent of every survival strategy, every shelter built, every fire started. It is the whisper in the wind that tells us we are not yet beaten, not yet defeated. It's the beacon that guides us through the darkest nights, leading us towards the promise of a new day. But hope does more than just keep us alive. It inspires creativity and innovation. It stirs the human spirit to dream, to imagine, to create. It is the catalyst for the birth of a new world, a world potentially better than the one we left behind. In the end, hope is the architect of our survival and the master builder of our future. So remember, even in the bleakest of times, there is always room for hope. And with hope comes the promise of a new dawn.